Welcome to DekuNews.net. I'm Jeremiah the Deku Scrub, and we are partying here in the office today because Ganondorf has been defeated by Link and Zelda. We're gonna go to all of our reporters today. Let's start with Jim and Jom over in the Kokiri Forest. What is going on over there, guys? We haven't been with you in a long time. How are y'all doing over in the forest?
Yes, it has been a while, Jeremiah. Unfortunately, Jim is sick and cannot be here today because he kind of lost his voice over the past 7 years of pollen in the woods and talking to me because it didn't shut up. But yes, some very exciting things are happening down here. Everyone is partying / mourning because Link has apparently also gone missing again after the time of this battle that you mentioned. It also seems that Saria has also gone missing. We don't know where she went. She's no longer in the woods. But people are partying, except Mido, obviously. He's over there just whining, as Mido does. But yes, I'm very excited for the fact that there is no longer any evil rain, because I've been working under this guy for 7 years, having to clean his shoes, and it's been kind of annoying. But yeah, so that is my thing from Kokiri Village.
Thanks for those nice updates, Jom. So, now let's go to Zach. How's it going over in Zora's domain? How is Princess Ruto handling the disappearance of Sir Link?
Well, actually, Princess Ruto and Link kind of broke up before Link's disappearance because it turned out after the water temple was found and the lake was thawed here that Princess Ruto is actually something called the Saggy of Water, whatever that is. I think it's spelled like S-A-G. You know what? I don't spell. Other than that, and Link's disappearance, it is nice to have some of my good friends back here, especially the King, and sometimes I do occasionally like hang out with Ruto, but you know. Anyway, yes, it's very nice over here in Zora's domain, and we have Link to thank for it.
Alright, thanks a lot, Zach. We hope you have a nice break because DekuNews.net has been so busy that we're not going to be reporting for a while, at least for a few years, possibly even -7 years we'll be reporting. But for now, we're going to go talk to Bob. What does the future of the Kingdom of Hyrule look like? What do you see? Economics, traffic, all that sort of stuff, Bob. How's the future of Hyrule looking for you?
Actually, it's looking pretty good. I'm thinking that it's probably going to be, like, a lot better. I am kind of worried that Ganondorf's gonna come back. I mean, I don't know how he could, but, like, he might. And if he does, it's possible the world could flood. Or it could have something to do with, like, a big, deep, dark realm, like, creepy realm with, like, a bunch of creepy people, like Twilight. I don't know. Maybe I'm a future seer. Who knows? But that is what I think. I am kind of disappointed about disappointment of Link. I was hoping to kind of talk to him a little bit. But he's gone. In other news, however, Malin and Talon have regained control of Lon Lon Ranch. And thanks to Link, again. And Link apparently got a horse there too, but no one knows what that is either.
That's great to hear. Glad that Malin and Talon are back in charge of Lon Lon Ranch. That is it from us here at DekuNews.net. We're going to send it over to Jimothy Johnson for your Loreumentary.
The spectral form of the hero's shade stands before me. He has taught me many things over the course of the time that I've been here. But who is he, really? This is a quote from the hero of Twilight. Unearthed from the age of Twilight. who is the hero's shade, anyway? Today, we discover the truth behind this mysterious mentor. According to the journals of the Hero of Twilight, the hero's shade was a spectral form that would appear and teach him different sword moves that he knew from back in his time as a knight. This shade was only able to stick around because of his intense regret and fear. He was filled with serious regrets from being unable to pass on the lessons of his life to those who came after him. After he was sent back in time to his childhood by the Princess Zelda of his time, he also lamented the fact that he was not remembered as a legendary hero. In order to ease his regrets and finally pass on his long-lost masterful knowledge of the arts of the sword, the hero's spirit teaches the highly advanced 7 hidden skills to his descendant, the Hero of Twilight. The question is, how is the Twilight hero related to the hero's shade? Many theories abound, but the most likely possibility is that he is a direct descendant, grandson, great-grandson, or some other direct descendant from the Hero of Time. Why do we say this? Well, the place that the Hero of Twilight lives is very closely modeled after the Kokiri Grove, the hometown of the Hero of Time. Not only that, but Ordon is a ranch, just like the most likely possibility for the wife of the Hero of Time, Malin of Lon Lon Ranch. Consider also the historical text Hyrule Historia, which claims that he is the Hero of Time. This reveals to us another chapter in the tragedy of the Hero of Time himself. Alone, without friends, the Hero of Time journeys through Termina, before finally returning to Hyrule to return the Ocarina of Time to the royal family. At some point in time, the Hero of Time becomes a Hylian knight, which is why the hero's shade appears wearing this armor. We can only assume that Link died in some war, defending his homeland against its attackers. This could also explain why the hero's shade is so desperate to share his knowledge and regrets his life so much, because dying early before he could pass on his skills to the next hero could have been what led to many problems for Hyrule, including the Twilight War. The Hero of Time sees potential in his descendant, the Hero of Twilight, and proceeds to teach him special moves that can only be learned by those with the spirit of the hero. These moves prove vital in the Hero of Twilight's fight against Ganondorf, the Dark Lord. After teaching the Hero of Twilight all he knows, the hero's shade's regrets are relieved, and he finally passes on. I have been Jimothy Johnson, and this was your Loreumentary. Thank you for listening. And now, for the last time, here is the Milk Bar.
Welcome to the Milk Bar.
For the last time.
For the last
Season
time.
1.
For the last time in Season 1.
I can't believe they're closing up.
I can't believe we made it all the way here.
That's actually fair. Yeah, I didn't think we were going to.
This is the 8th one we've recorded.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
And we're not even close to being finished because we're recording the Milk Bars at the Milk Bar And then after we finish the milk bar, we actually need to go and do some stuff for DekuNews.net. Because
we have to go talk to them because
they're our sponsors.
Yeah, and the Deku King. I forgot to mention that last episode.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
DekuNews.net
You're
is
very
our main
forgetful.
sponsor. I don't know whether DekuNews.net is going to say they're our sponsor on the feed or not. It might say Horizons Media, but Horizons Media is DekuNews.net, so it's okay.
The Cake Productions now changed to Zyle Productions.
Nice. Well,
I changed it.
we're going to talk a little bit louder so that
I am
everyone
gonna talk louder.
so that everyone in the milk bar can hear us, and we are going to today,
Hello, Gorman.
for our finale, Mr. Gorman, sir, we're going to rank all of the Zeldas. Now, if they weren't fictional characters, this would be a little weird, but they are fictional characters, so we're going to rank them. I'm going to go first this time because you went first last time.
Alright.
Alright, my fifth Zelda is actually not named Zelda. Her name is Tetra. She's from Wind Waker,
It's the
and
same one I have.
she's the captain of a pirate ship,
Yep. and
which is
she's
just cool.
She's also a sassy pants.
Yeah, I mean, she's just cool. You know what I mean? Like she's a pirate captain. That's
Yeah.
just cool. So, I don't know. I don't love Wind Waker that much, but she's a pirate, and that's cool.
She's a cool pirate.
Yeah, she's a cool pirate.
Mm-hmm.
So she's your number 5 as well.
Yes.
We didn't talk to each other while we were making these lists up. Just so you.
Yeah, but because
Just so you know.
really cool, and it's like I didn't like they end it because it's like, oh, and actually it's Zelda, and Zelda has to stay underwater, captured by Ganondorf for the second half of the game.
Yeah, I mean she's in Phantom Hourglass too, though.
That's true. That's true.
Well, number 4.
That was basically the whole thing. But that's the whole thing. That's
Yeah, my number 4 is Echoes of Wisdom Zelda.
why?
She is probably one of the most powerful because she has the entire power of the tree. Tree, try.
Tree.
It's the same thing as Fee and Fi, okay? Tree and try.
Irt.
Fee and Fi.
Ert.
And
Ert.
so, I just have her here because
She's
she had to go through a lot, okay? Her father, got possessed.
Wow, thanks for.
Yeah, you haven't played the game yet.
I played the tutorial. It
Yeah.
definitely has not been. There's like 3 minutes since we.
Yeah,
the last
anyway, her
episode.
father, gets possessed, and she has to, fight him and save him and stuff, and so that's pretty cool, and so she's gonna be number 4. Not to mention, she can, spawn in stuff, which is pretty powerful.
That's true. She must have good, the power of the Ert can help her harness the ability to, possess things and be under her control. I want to know if you can possess bosses. Use a boss.
I don't think so, but now it's time for your number 4, where you talk loudly and tell me what your number 4
Skyward
is.
Sword Zelda. She had a lot of changes that happened very, very quickly, and she had to cope with them very fast.
Quackly.
Quackly. Howard the Duck. Yeah, go watch What If. We're watching this, we're recording this at the time it's coming out. So, anyway, she's just flying tandem with her boyfriend, Link, and all of a sudden a big black tornado comes and knocks her out, and then she realizes, oh, I'm Hylia, oh, I have all these memories, oh, you're Impa, oh, Harp.
Alright.
But, yeah.
Yeah, Skyward Sword Zelda.
Harp.
Your number 4, Harp. We don't want to keep harping on it. It shouldn't be as funny as Tyson is laughing at us, but we've been drinking a lot of milk over the last 8 episodes. We've been drinking a lot of milk over the last 8 episodes, so, this episode is gonna be a little wacky.
It's definitely not, very late on the 3rd day.
No. It's the 2nd day, actually.
It is
So,
the 2nd day.
second day of recording. So, my number 3 Zelda is Ocarina of Time. For the reason
Surprising.
of that, she is a ninja. That's not funny! It's a reason! Okay, she's a ninja.
So why did you just put Sheik?
Because it's the Ocarina of Time Zelda. Because
But it's Sheik.
there are some theories that Sheik is an actual mask. Like Sheik was a dude who put himself into a mask, and Zelda wears the mask as a disguise.
What?
That's a theory. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if it's real or not, but I think that Zelda in Ocarina of Time is pretty cool because she like sets in motion the entire game and like saves Hyrule. So that's pretty cool. And she's a ninja.
Okay.
You're number 3.
Twilight Princess? Zelda.
Why? She does nothing the whole game.
She's cool! She is probably the most like dark and devoted Zelda. She literally sacrifices her entire life. Oh.
There's not a lot more than you could sacrifice after
And
that.
her piece of the Triforce
Yeah.
to Midna.
And she plays tennis with Link, or is she the tennis? I don't remember.
She's the tennis ball. She plays tennis with Ganondorf. She's the ball that they hit. I don't know. But yeah.
I thought about putting Twilight Princess Zelda on this list, but then
I
I
thought you
remembered.
should.
Then I remembered Tetra, and I was like, pirate, tennis ball. Pirate's cooler. So,
I think you would choose a tennis ball.
nah, a pirate is cooler.
Ball.
All right, number 2.
2?
Numero 2 for me.
I almost said Darkwing.
My Zelda 2 is not from Zelda 2. It is from Skyward Sword.
Why did you just read the 2?
My Zelda 2 is from Skyward Sword because she is, again, like you mentioned, her entire world gets flipped upside down, and she finds out she is a literal goddess reincarnated.
That's a lot to throw on someone's shoulders.
Yeah, and then she gets kidnapped multiple times by a literal demon, and then she ends up winning. So that's pretty cool. Her sacrifice of like turning herself into a amber triangle or whatever is pretty cool. And anyway, her and Link's relationship is just very fun in Skyward Sword. I really like it a lot. So that's why she is the number 2 on my list.
Milk Dog is here.
The Milk Dog.
The Milk Dog is here.
Milk Dog. Milk Dog Misty.
Milk Dog is. Yep.
Who's your number 2?
Breath of the Wild.
Really? That's number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
She is very OP. I'll say that right off the bat. She
Well, eventually.
spent 100, and she didn't age. I just noticed that.
You only just now thought about that?
Yes. She spent. Okay, first of all, first game, Breath of the Wild. She spends 100 years inside of the intestines of a calamity playing video game. I mean, sorry, Peyton. I
What?
mean, yeah, that was a theory my friend had. Is that she's just sitting in there playing video games, waiting for the world to end. But she's just sitting in there, and holding back this ginormous terror.
This calamity.
Link, I need your help. I will after I make these Kuko's case.
I need your help, Link. I need your help. Anyway. My number 1, Zelda.
Wait, I wasn't on the plan, right?
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom, also. She turned into a dragon. She became pointless. Alright, Ethan.
Okay.
Harp.
My number 1 Zelda is the Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom Zelda. And
Why?
because there's not a Zelda that has a better story arc than she does. She starts out and she's like, I'm supposed to be the princess that wields this crazy power to stop the calamity that we don't know is coming yet. But I also think that it'll be better for us to use this Sheikah technology to stop this giant calamity that's coming towards us.
Oh no, my Sheikah technology was taken over. I have poor judgment.
But also, the only other
Oh
person...
no, I got all the stages killed.
But also, the only other person that knows how to use this crazy goddess power is her mother, and her mother dies when she's a child. So that's pretty hard.
That's a great story.
Okay? That's hard. That's just the beginning. Then, her dad says, you need to pray more than you already do, which you pray like 60% of your day, so you need to pray like 85% of your day, and you're not allowed to look at Sheikah stuff anymore. And that's like her favorite thing, right? So, that makes her really mad, and she takes it out on Link. But then over the course of her journey with Link, they become friends, and
Romance.
maybe. And so, then in Tears of the Kingdom, she gets even cooler because she makes like the literal ultimate sacrifice. She basically dies, but without dying,
I don't think she
by
does.
chomping a spiritual
A
stone
rock.
to turn. She chomps a rock to turn into a dragon, so that she can fix Link's sword.
Spoilers.
So that Link will get his sword in the future, because she was sent back in time when they recovered a zombie Ganondorf, right? So she finds her biggest enemy ever, and he's a zombie, so that's pretty scary. She falls into a cliff, goes back in time, learns that she needs to die, basically, because she loses all her consciousness, become a dragon, fix the sword, bring it back to Link in the future. Link saves her, she wakes up
And the
and
sword
is falling.
still sucks.
She wakes up and is falling. That would be pretty terrifying. You wake up for the first time in 2,000 years, 10,000 years maybe, and you're just falling. So she's just falling, and then Link saves her, and then they fix
Unless
Hyrule.
you watch the terminal montage and he just lets her fall into the lake.
Well, anyway, I think that this Zelda has the best story arc. It's the most compelling. It's the most complete. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And then again, it has a beginning and a middle and an end. So it kind of just has a beginning and an end, which is good storytelling. And also, she's really powerful. So she can like mess with time and stuff, which is like crazy.
Harp.
So Harp, Zelda Breath of the Wild is the best one.
Sheik.
You get 1.5 minutes to tell us about your number one.
Sheik. Ninja. Pretends to be a man. That's not weird at all. Cool. Yes. Good at disguise. Very cool. Smash Bros. Done.
She's like the Batman of Legend of Zelda.
That's true.
She has
Or
smoke
he,
bombs.
I guess.
She has smoke bombs.
He does? I didn't know.
Yeah, that's how.
Harp!
Well, I guess they're not smoke bombs.
There's a harp!
That's true. There is a harp. I guess they're not smoke bombs. They're technically Deku nuts. That when you throw them down, they stun everything and make a bright flash. So Sheik is pretty cool.
Yep. And he
Yep.
teaches Link like half the songs. And
She
sends
does.
him on all the missions.
She
So-
does. She does teach him everything.
Yep.
She teaches him pretty much everything he knows in Ocarina of Time.
Yep.
So, thank you for listening to this season of
This
Deku Buds.
season, yes.
I've been Judah Eyler.
And go listen. Before we end, to True View Radio.
Yeah, that'd be cool if you did that.
That's Judah's other podcast. And you should definitely listen to it. Listen to the episodes, mainly with me. If you like more of this, because maybe we'll link them. I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll link them.
yeah, link 'em. This podcast has been sponsored by DekuNews.net. Let us know what you thought of this season. Let us know what
If you want us
want
to
hear.
continue.
Yeah, let us know what you want to hear. Let us know what milk bars you want to hear in the future. Let us know what lore you want to hear in the future.
And
Let
we-
us know what game DekuNews.net should report on next season.
Mm-hmm.
We pretty much already have it planned out, so we won't change our mind. But maybe if enough of you comment, we will.
Yep. So, this has been DekuNews.net with me, Tyson Nutter.
No, this isn't DekuNews.net. We're sponsored by DekuNews.net.
This has been Deku Buds Podcast Day.
And this is the Milk Bar. Thanks for listening. Peace
Bye
out.
bye bye.